Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to this graffiti tutorial for Cities Skylines with me, BonBonB. I'm BonBonB, you're very welcome. So, graffiti tutorial, what has brought this about? Well, this last weekend I was asked by a subscriber, how do these top detailers put graffiti on the side of buildings? I don't understand. So that's what we're here to fix today. Now, I assumed that most people knew this, and of course if you already know, you don't need this tutorial. Well done you can move on and do something else with your life. If you're still watching for curiosity, we will be just doing the basics today. We're not going to go into anything advanced. We're going to give the newbie player an opportunity to get started, and then they can add extra mods or extra... You've got the idea. You've got the idea. This is just the absolute basics. Now what we're going to do is we're going to leave this very laggy looking the Emberton within a Duvo. It's laggy. I've got the game simulation on a low speed because otherwise these vehicles go past at stupidly high speeds, and I can't be bothered to sort it out with a mod, so I've just slowed the simulation down. And we'll just go for a little fly over to this working area that I've got down here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the simulation because the traffic in the background doesn't need to be moving, so that stops as well. Now you are going to need a couple of mods off of the workshop. The first one, I'm assuming you are already using it. If you're not, then why not? Because if you're looking to place graffiti down, you are at some level of modding, and that is Move It by Quboid. The link to that is in the description down below the video. Also, you're going to want Prop Snapping by BloodyPenguin. Again, the link to that is down below the video. While you're on the workshop, you're going to want to dig out some graffiti prop packs. There are a couple of really nice ones from Feindbild, which I'll link down below. But again, have a good old search. It's bound to be. It's the workshop. There's almost new there's new stuff every day. There may be graffiti on any given day. There may be graffiti from long ago that I haven't found. So I'll link in these two prop packs from Feindbild, which will get you started with a good few dozen bits of graffiti to play with. So that's all you need to know. And I'm also using Find It by SamSamTS to find the graffiti we'll be working with. So I've typed into Find It Graph, which has brought up 4 bits of graffiti that I have basically plonked onto my system to play with today. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick one of these and we are going to move it towards the wall. I'm just going to spin this over here, and you'll see it's not perfectly aligned with the wall, which is why we need Move It. So I'm going to plop it down over here on the grass, and we are going to go down to Move It. There's your Move It. Select the graffiti, and we are going to if you use the shift button with Move It, it sort of moves in slower increments. And it's easier to control the speed that you're rotating. We're going to move the graffiti closer to the wall, and let's have a look and see how well aligned I've got it. It's not bad actually. I don't think I've done too bad there. Let me move that a little bit closer. I'm going to accept that. Now, how accurate you have your alignment is completely down to you. I'm happy with that. In fact, I think that's about as perfect as it could have been. Then what you do is you move it into the wall until bits of it start disappearing, or all of it disappears in one go. If it all disappears in one go, it means you're perfectly aligned. And I'm moving it back up. There you go. So they're not quite perfect, but very close. I will move it back again. There we are. And that is our first bit of graffiti placed against the wall. Come out of that into camera mode, and look how sweet that looks, eh? Oh, very nice. So that's stage 1 of Operation Graffiti. But let's find ourselves another surface. Obviously, you wouldn't necessarily want to put graffiti in a nice rural location. There is graffiti in rural locations, but you wouldn't necessarily want to smother your walls there. A more ghetto type area would be a better place for this. But I'm showing you how to, not where to. Okay, so that's your lesson for today. I'm going to use the side of the building up here. Let's say we want to have a bit of graffiti right up high near the eaves of the building here. So again, we're going to go into Find It, search out Find It, and we're going to choose a, how about this one? Is that a big one? That's quite a big one, I think. Lovely. That's a good size one. Right, again, we're going to align it with the building. What is that? Some woman in a in a jam jar full of Coca-Cola, I think, maybe. Very nice, my friend, very nice. Okay, we'll plop that down. Oh, crikey, look how big that has... I think I prefer the bigger size. Yes, obviously it's a prop pack with multiple sizes. I didn't realise that. There you go, I've learnt something in today's tutorial as well. I'm going to use that one. That looks amazing. Right, and I'm going to move her a little bit higher up. And we're going to use, because of prop snapping and move it combined, she's disappeared into the building, so about there, by pressing the page up button means that you can actually elevate props up the sides of buildings. So there she goes, a little bit higher maybe. I think about there is absolutely perfect. And there we have a nice nice bit of graffiti on the side of the wall. Should I have one on the front of this chemist's as well while we're here? Why not? Let's do one more just to show you one more that can be done. And we'll choose a smaller one maybe. That's a smallish one. Let me see if that plops down in multiple sizes. They are... Oh, there you go, a bigger one. That one's too big. Right, we will get rid of that one. We've get rid of that. Thank you. Just move it. I think we'll use this one. We'll leave the other ones down here on the ground. You can see how thin they are as well, by the way. If I move down the side of it, you see they virtually disappear when we come around the side. They are really very thin indeed. Okay, we'll move her across here, and we're going to elevate her using the page up. We'd move it, and of course with prop snapping enabled, that enables you to do that. She's not actually very perfectly aligned, so I'm within the building. That's no good. Always a little bit tricky sometimes, you know, with these things. And move her a little bit closer to the building. Holding down shift will enable me to rotate her a little bit slower. And into the building, out of the building. That's about as good as we're going to get. I think we'll move her up a little bit. How about right there? And there we are. That's all. Let's get rid of these spooky. These are somewhat spooky left down here. I think we need to. We definitely need to get rid of these lovely little maidens. Don't think I could deal with that. Oh dear. There we go. And that is as simple as it is to place graffiti in Cities Skylines. So just those two mods, a little bit of patience and precision. Prop precision. Yeah, no, I'm not going to talk about extra mods. Forget that. That's all you really need to know. So that's it. Hopefully that has helped you decide whether or not you're going to place graffiti into your game. Right, I've been BonBonB. Thank you very much for watching, for commenting, for liking, and for subscribing. Don't forget, please do hit the like button. It helps my channel to grow and therefore helps me put out even more tutorials and help even more new players, much like I was just a couple of years ago. I've been BonBonB. You've been very, very welcome, and I'll see you again very, very soon.